bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Welcome everyone to the March 2025 edition of Bosch's World. I am your host, Ron E. Bosch, and what a month it's been. We had 2 karaoke birthdays. We had one of my favorite independent wrestlers retiring, so let's not waste any time and get into all of the March madness.
Happy birthday, Gigi!
So we had Gigi's birthday, reoccurring friend on this show, and she wanted to go to Muse's 35 karaoke, where we have been going since the bachelor party, just because it is a much bigger room than boho, premium liquor, all that. And yeah, we just had an awesome time. It took us a while to get into the karaoke, but we did get a few karaoke performances in there.
How the years go by, now it's only me. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Blah, 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 blah. Till I'm holding on just for tonight. Just for tonight! Because I'm just a girl, a little old me. Well, don't let me out of your sight. Oh, I'm just a girl, oh, pretty and petite. So don't let me have any right. Oh, I've had it up to here. I want my shot of Jameson.
I even sang Scotty Doesn't Know.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells her she's in church, but she doesn't go. Since she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. Oh, Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. But she's under me and I'm not stopping. Cause Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. I can't believe he's so trusting. While I'm right behind you thrusting. Fiona's got him on the phone, but she's trying not to moan. It's a three-way call and he knows nothing. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Dinner on his birthday. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. Happy birthday, Gigi.
Thankfully, we survived Gigi's birthday without somebody throwing mustard at us.
I am still stabling under these hills. Happy birthday. Let's not do that.
Gigi's birthday celebration did not end there. The following morning, we went to the big event. Now, this was Gigi's first time attending the big event. I've lost count how many times I've gone. It was fun to go with Gigi. Well, I didn't go with Gigi. She got there about 3 hours after I did. She was actually waking up as I was arriving. But it wouldn't be Gigi if she wasn't late.
Happy birthday to you, baby. Birthday. Happy birthday, dear Gigi. Gigi. Happy birthday to you.
So I get there. The first person I want to knock out is Claudio, because I have a feeling he's going to have a long line later in the day. Got that Ring of Honor figure sign that I got last year. Nice blue paint pen. I got an awesome picture with Claudio Castagnoli, formerly Cesaro in WWE. I've been a fan of his since his Ring of Honor days. So many awesome matches I've seen him have, and I'm glad I got that figure signed and got an awesome picture with Claudio finally. The reason I had to arrive early was because AJ Lee was the first of the pro photo ops. I believe it was like at 10:30. So that's why I had to get there so early, despite hanging out the night before. Luckily, it didn't work that night. I met AJ back in 2017 when her autobiography came out. Amazing book, super sweet. She always takes her time with everybody, so I was happy to meet her. As I am in the front of the line, none other than Danhausen cuts in front of me to meet the wife of Pepsi Phil. If it was anybody else, I would have been pissed, but I love Danhausen, and that was a cute little moment to witness live. But then I go in there, I get my pro photo with AJ Lee in my nice Poison Rana varsity jacket. And from there, I just continued knocking everybody off my list, pretty much being done before Gigi even arrived. But I get Indy Hartwell. I let her know that I'm a huge fan of her vlog. Since she got released from WWE, she started vlogging. So it was nice letting her know that I'm enjoying her work and looking forward to what she's doing. I met Lacey Evans. I guess she's kind of converting back to doing her Southern Belle gimmick. Met the one and only Queen Charmel, wife of King Booker, former Nitro girl. Always been a fan of Charmel. I thought she was so great when her and Booker were working together as King Booker and Queen Charmel, Hall of Famer. Now, this one was a sentimental one for me. Back in the summer of 2003, I was meeting up with Frankie after Monday Night Raw, and at that time, I would always stand outside the Garden trying to get photos with wrestlers. Up until that point, I had never taken a photo with any wrestler. After trying all night to get wrestlers to stop, Rico was the first one to stop and take a picture with Frankie and I. It's a weird looking selfie. Rico looks great. Frankie and I look horrible, but it was such an awesome moment. And seeing that he would be doing this convention, knowing that he had some health issues a couple years ago, he had the GoFundMe. I showed him the picture on my phone, and I thanked him for being the first wrestler to ever stop and take a photo with me. It was nice for us to get a photo now 22 years later. I also met Tegan Knox. Always been a fan of her work in NXT, so I'm looking forward to what she does in the future. For years, I've heard of WCW wrestler Lash LaRue being an awesome artist. Not only was he a wrestler from WCW that I watched back in the day that I wanted to meet, but also wanted to get that portrait done. So I definitely signed up to get a caricature portrait done. And he was super friendly, like keeping the conversation going as he was drawing me, asking if I had ever gotten a portrait done before. I told him, I don't think I've gotten one maybe in the last 25 years, as far as like the ones in Times Square. Yeah, I thought the portrait came out awesome. I've already made it my profile photo on Instagram. I got a pro photo with Sonya Deville. I met her back in 2021 when her and Mandy were doing the Mandy's meet and greet with the donuts. So once I was done, I pretty much kept Gigi company for all of her photo ops. I met Janai Kai, who I've seen numerous times in GCW, but she's a friend of Gigi's. I stopped with Gigi to speak to her. They were talking for a few minutes, so I was like, let me get a picture with her because I have been a fan of hers for a couple years now. Awesome independent wrestler, so definitely follow her and check her out. Celeste Bonin, formerly known as Caitlyn. She got a photo with Lita. She got a photo with AJ Lee. And while I was there, I was like, you know what? Let me hop on and get a photo of the two of us together with AJ Lee. It's your birthday, so let's celebrate, get this awesome photo op. Gigi introduced me to AJ as her brother, and I think she thought we were really siblings. So she said, oh, I used to watch wrestling with my brother. I surprised Gigi with these two epic figures from J&J Figures. Now, the story behind this goes back to the House of Glory Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend show. If you know, you know. This post just kind of came out of nowhere from Outlaw Wrestling that Homicide was having his last match, and I was like, wait, what? Like, this kind of just came out of the blue. Homicide, one of my favorite independent wrestlers of all time, probably the reason I became such a fan of independent wrestling. Back in December of 2005, I went to my first Ring of Honor show, and his match with Steve Corino, I was like, oh my god, this guy is awesome. And then around that time, he was in TNA as well, and then a year later, Frankie and I are there to see him win the Ring of Honor title. Such an epic moment. You can see me here celebrating in the crowd. That's another reason I chose this show over the House of Glory, because I feel like I can go to House of Glory anytime. Like, yeah, those are some cool matches, but seeing Homicide retire is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I didn't realize it was for medical reasons. I'm all for him doing what's best for his life moving forward and his quality of life. And for his daughter, I didn't realize he had such a young daughter until they were sitting in front of me at the show. Homicide is just the man. He's so entertaining, so much fun to watch. So I went to the show. It was in Williamsburg at the Arlo. I wanted my aisle seat to be right there when Homicide came out for his last match. It was Homicide and Bull James versus Alpha Jr. and Mike Santana. These were handpicked by him. It was a fun little match.
I learned from the fucking best, huh? He's obviously the cousin that didn't make it.
I'm not letting this happen. No, I want to fight. I'm here to fight. Fuck this guy. This is my last match. Yeah.
Post-match was super emotional.
Forever champion.
Bringing out the Raging Bull to train Homicide, to congratulate him. Everybody giving heartfelt speeches.
When I was in the deepest, darkest point of my life, and my father passed away, this man showed up to my house at midnight and sat with me for hours while I cried and I yelled. And he just stood there and he fucking hugged me and he gave me the love that I fucking needed.
Julius Smokes being there, Prince Nana being there, Homicide giving an awesome speech at the end of the night.
Thank you so much for 31 years going through a lot of bullshit in my life. You made this possible. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a blessing for everybody to come into this great support.
I got this awesome picture of him that he ended up posting on Instagram, as well as Bull James and Outlaw Wrestling. Everybody's posting this picture. It was just like a sick moment. So like, I was like, let me grab a picture of that, of him kneeling down with a little Hennessy bottle. And I got a picture with him after the show wearing my button down, because from there I had to run to work and I didn't want to go to work in a Scarface shirt. So I just had the button down over my shirt to be able to button it up when I got to the office to work that night. It was pouring, but it was so worth it to be there for such a historic moment. I think for just such an awesome career, like to see it, it was like almost surreal. Like it didn't feel real, but it was an honor to be there for that moment for Homicide. He's a New York wrestling legend and influenced so many Latinos in New York to pursue wrestling and help so many people out, from a Mike Santana, so many people to name, and his impact is going to continue to live on. Even if he's not wrestling anymore, his legacy will live on for many generations to come, especially in the Northeast and the New York independent wrestling scene. So thank you, Homicide. Thank you for an awesome career. Thank you for so many awesome memories. Entertaining, violent, athletic, everything. You are the man. So much respect for Homicide 187. So the following weekend, we go out for my sister Melissa's birthday. First, we go to the Brazilian steakhouse, Fogo de Chao. Pretty good food. Once again, go back to Muses. These bartenders must be sick of me because they just saw me there a week ago with a completely different group. Malik was dressed as The Rock, minus a fanny pack. Look at the turtleneck, look at the chain. I think this night surpassed like how weird my bachelor party was. It was like this weird group behind us. I don't really know how to describe them. I let the footage speak for itself. But in honor of that group, I sang the song I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it.
And it was so hard to not turn around, because I know the moment I turned around, I would have burst out laughing at what was happening behind me, because I could hear it, but I didn't want to see it.
She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more.
Here's some of the awesome performances from everybody there, from Malik to my sister to her friends that I've known forever, to Cheyenne, who showed up after working the Super 8 tournament in Jersey. So here are some of the awesome karaoke performances of the evening.
I know this much is true. I need to feel you, you need to feel me. I can't control you, you're not the one for me, no. This version's terrible. Well, she always knows her place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. So we're gonna dance again. We'll dance with you. We could have been so good together. A company in your life forever. My power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. Oh, this is about her. I get it now.
Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you. But all I really want is to hold you tight.
And that was Melissa and Wendy singing Sometimes by Britney Spears, which, fun fact, I was at TRL for the world premiere of that video. At one point, My Way by Limp Bizkit starts playing. I don't know what happened to the original person singing it, but I grabbed the mic and started singing it while Cheyenne played the Austin and Rock video on his phone.
This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way. It's my way or the highway.
We had quite possibly the shortest karaoke performance of all time.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
So we started from the bottom now.
The heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
That's my part right here.
And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
That was it. That's all. That's it. The whole song.
And the theme throughout the night was recreating some of my favorite, like making my sister laugh and just being goofy, doing goofy performances. So back in the summer of 2005, I sang the song Hero by Enrique Iglesias. We were just bored hanging out in my sister's room. The song started playing. I started singing it with this crazy accent, and it was one of the first videos I ever posted on YouTube. Here's the original.
I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away.
And now here is me singing it in 2025 on a stage.
I can't hear anything. Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touched your lips? Hold me in your arms tonight. Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away that pain. I will stand by you Buddy, buddy, buddy. Buddy, buddy, buddy.
Hero Beach. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy.
If you've been a fan of Bosch Star Productions from the beginning, you'll remember that was on the What the Boschers Are Thinking singing and dancing episode. Another performance that was on that episode that I don't remember why I cut it, but it was cut from the episode, but I do have footage of me looking back at it and talking about it. Here's Melissa singing Untitled by Simple Plan, my version, as I like to call it, Sad White Guy.
How could this happen to me? I'm a sad white guy. I got nowhere to run. I'm a sad white guy. I cry all day. I'm just a sad white guy. I'm a sad white guy. I can't take it no more. Watch the original in the Throwback of the Month. Alright, since it's an instrumental break, this is a throwback of the month for Bosch's World. Check out What the Boschers Are Thinking. I filmed this 7 years ago of me looking back and making fun of this song. There you go, continue.
What's next? All right, this was my sister's slumber party in the summer of 2005. I was about 18 at the time, and I was bored, so I had nothing else to do. And I'm there, it looks like I'm doing lanyard, and I'm singing a song that I kind of just made up on the spot called Sad White Guy by Good Charlotte that I redid. I'm a sad white guy. I'm a sad white guy.
I didn't do that. That's my iPod.
The Undertaker behind me, episode 4, JR Scar Gothic.
Well, it somehow did that.
There's my sister's Usher walls. This is the music episode. She had a wall dedicated to Usher. She was obsessed with Usher at the time. Come on, will this AC fucking blast? It's hot as shit. I'm a sad white guy. Maybe I'm just sad that I'm surrounded by a wall of Usher. No offense to Usher, great artist. I just don't need that much Usher.
Why am I here? I don't know. I have no life.
Now, if you can tell by the way I sound, I don't sound the greatest. While I was at Melissa's birthday, I started feeling a little under the weather. At one point in the night, I just stopped drinking. It's been a week and a half. I still don't feel the greatest, but here I am. I just wanted to make sure I get this done so I have time to edit this and put it out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Bosch's World. We are a quarter of the way into 2025. We're heading into the spring, heading into the nicer weather. I'll be able to shoot outside again. Follow me on X. You already know it's a 0, not an O. Thanks to Imagine Dragons. That's why I didn't sing any of your songs at either karaoke. Follow on Instagram at Bosch Star Prod. Follow on Facebook at Bosch Star Productions. Get the merch, redbubble.com/BoschStar. And subscribe on YouTube at Bosch Star Prod. Hopefully I feel a lot better by next month, but thank you guys once again for tuning in. I'm not a sad white guy, I'm a sick Cuban guy.
We lost a pivotal member of the New York wrestling community this past week. Steele. For those of you who know Vince Steele, he was an incredible man. He was a juggernaut. I'd like to ask you all to please rise, remove your hats, as we pay tribute with a 10-bell salute.